Arpaio is not above the law, and I think although he has been acting that way for the past 14 years, and I think that's what's so frustrating about Arpaio, is that Arpaio thinks he can pick and choose which laws to abide by, right? He's I don't like this one, so I'm going to spend millions and millions and millions of taxpayer dollars challenging court decisions that basically just make me follow the law. I mean, when we get a court decision, as we did in 2008, where a federal judge says you are violating the constitutional rights of pretrial detainees in your jails, that's what the judge said. I mean, and in all kinds of areas. Then Arpaio says, well, I don't agree with you. I'm going to continue to violate the law, and I'm going to continue to spend taxpayer dollars challenging that. And so that was 2008. We're now in 2010. He has been appealing that decision for 2 years, and that's money that's coming out of our pockets. Rather than doing the right thing, and rather than saying, well, let's try to fix it. Let's try to make sure that these prisoners or these pretrial detainees have medical care, have the medical care that they're legally entitled to, are not, packed like sardines into these conditions. Rather than doing that, he just continues to challenge these decisions, and then, I think that's what's been so frustrating to us, is that, look, we're a nonprofit organization. I can't afford to file a lawsuit that we can't win. I mean, we know that we're when we file these lawsuits that we have the law on our side. I mean, I think that's what certainly in the case of SB 1070. I mean, most of the lawsuits that we file, we do win, because I can't afford to continue to file lawsuits that I don't think that we're going to win. And that's what happens with Arpaio, is that although the cases take many, many years to resolve, ultimately we always secure a win. And I think what has been frustrating is that here you have somebody who's just completely, sometimes just even belligerent, or to the point where he just ignores the Constitution, ignores the law, and does it in a way that benefits his own political campaign. He's pandering, and really a huge liability for the taxpayers in Maricopa County. And I think at some point we're gonna realize, and my goodness, this guy's not only is he a liability, but here he is misspending taxpayer dollars in the millions. And I think that ultimately that's either through the U.S. Department of Justice, or ultimately somebody is going to have to follow the money, and somebody's going to have to follow the trail and figure out, well, how is he or is he not misspending taxpayer dollars? And I think that there's enough evidence out there in the public record that, certainly in this recent instance, $80 million that was misspent, and that's a problem. And I think at some point, either the Maricopa County Board of Supervisors or the Department of Justice or somebody is going to have to hold him accountable.